Hello, salam alaikum. Welcome to my reality. Today I'm talking about parenting nowadays. Yeah, we have a lot of kids that are very disrespectful, kids that are very arrogant, kids that lack religious knowledge, kids that just do whatever, whenever, and however. So that's why I'm making this video. I find it really weird, and I know that a lot of people like me that also find such upbringing really weird, especially people, like myself that were raised in a very how do I say it? I think I was, I'm not going to say like I was raised differently, but I'm going to say a lot of us were raised differently, whereby, we have respect for the elders, we watch what we say, Most of the time you might have an encounter with an older person, and it's not because you lack words, but because you were trained right not to argue or not to, exchange words with an older person. But nowadays, you find kids that couldn't care less. You find a 6-year-old or 9-year-old that is telling you like, get the hell off my face, or something silly as you're lying or something like that, and the parents are okay with it. I find it strange, like, how can you be okay with it? And most things that happen with children nowadays, the parents don't even know about it. Like, I don't get the logic behind that. Like, you give a child homework, the parent does not even know if he or she does it. It's just, you wake up in the morning, you're dressed for school, and off to school you go. So I find it really disturbing. I find it really hard. I used to say that most people should not have children until they pass through some, test or some phases in life. But hey, we don't give kids, right? Allah does. So yeah, He gives it to whoever He wants to. But at the same time, Allah gives you this child. It's a responsibility of yours to make sure you guide the child towards doing the right thing, or towards the right path, right? Okay, so I heard a news of a 3-year-old boy that was molested by his football coach. He's actually his elder brother's football coach, but because he goes and sits, and cheer his elder brother on, so he kind of fell victim for the coach's, behavior, and the coach kind of molested all of them there. But to my surprise, like, the mother didn't notice when it was happening until these kids were used to it, and they were even doing it within themselves. And then maybe a neighbor was the one partying, and then she's like, what are you guys doing? And then they were like, oh, it's their coach that taught them this thing. And then it was brought to the attention of everybody, even the public. It made the news. But then I was sitting down there, I was sad, because what kind of parent can such a child have? Like, your child is 3 year old. When a child has nappy rash, if you put, pampers or diapers on a child for a long time, he pee, whatever he does on the pampers, he tends to have a reaction, which is nappy rash. And then the child is uncomfortable. They don't even walk properly. It tells you something is wrong. Then how can your child be molested? Like, the first time it happened, you should have noticed it. But it got so bad that the child is now used to it. And I said, we failed. Like, parents, we failed, literally. Nowadays, you walk into places, and then these kids are looking at you like, I hope you don't expect me to greet you, because I don't do that. I don't expect you to greet me, because obviously you don't even greet your own parents. Then how can you greet me? Or you find a child doing something, and you're telling him, stop it, like, that's wrong, and he's telling you, you don't have the right to correct me because you're not my mom. And then the parents have this laughter they do, and they tell you it's Nickelodeon. And I sit there and I wonder, how is it Nickelodeon? This child does not work. This child does not do nothing for him to be able to subscribe for Nickelodeon. Clearly, you subscribe for Nickelodeon. And if Nickelodeon is influencing your child badly, why subscribe for it? But it's easier, right? Because he can spend 24 hours watching TV and he's not in your face. So it's okay. Even if he's learning rubbish, it's okay. You find parents going out of their way to buy tablets for their kids. And these kids are not even smart enough to have a tablet. These kids are not even smart enough to, use a tablet. But hey, it's in vogue. Everybody is using it, so my child must use it too. But what exactly is he or she doing with the tablet? Nothing. Probably browsing the net. Okay, I'm watching kids YouTube, as they call it now. Kids YouTube. Really? 6? Kids YouTube? And then when you talk about education, these kids go to schools, they come back from school, there's no mommy, there's no daddy to ask, what did you do today? Or how was your day? Or what were you thought? No. As a matter of fact, to some parents, it's work. Like, oh, I don't have time to be asking you what you did. You went to school, right? Okay, that's good. Welcome home. I don't get the logic behind it. And then when it's time for homework, it's, oh my God. Your teacher wants to kill you. How do they expect you to do this? Because they gave him math and English assignment. So it's too much because the parent cannot supervise him to do it. Like, at the end of the day, what? You buy some fabric, some perfume, and take it to the teacher, and she promotes him. Right? But it's bad. You're not helping the child. I had someone says to me that her child cannot go to English school and then come back and go to Arabic school. And I'm like, why? It's like, because you want to kill the child. Kill the child? I did that, and look how I turned out. Like, I did that. My grandma did not play with religion. She did not play with religion. She wakes you up in the morning and tell you it's time for Fajr. You do Fajr, you do Subi before you start getting ready to go to school. But now they tell you if he wakes up for Fajr, he will sleep in class. Okay? I don't get it. But my grandma will always tell you, as much as you're striving for Western education, you should also strive for religious education. Because there's one that would help you on earth here, which is the Western education. And then there is the other one, which is the Arabic education, that would help you in the Akhirah. But now it's not like that. The parents themselves don't even practice the religion that much. Both Christians and Muslim. I'm not talking about Muslim because I'm Muslim. No, I'm talking about both religion, Christians, Muslim. As a matter of fact, whatever religion, now people take it very lightly. You see a Muslim boy, girl that don't even know how to pray. They don't even know how to read the Quran. You find them reading Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, and then you ask them, what surah is that? Is it Ikhlas? Just to test them, and they're like, what? I'm like, the surah you just finished reading, is it Surah Al-Ikhlas? They're like, it was on my tablet. And then you give a child an assignment, you tell him, go home and read so and so surah, so and so surah. The reason why I believe, because I tutor kids, so the reason why I believe teachers give kids assignment is to bond them with their parents, where you get to learn from your child gets to learn from you. But no, you give a child assignment, go and learn this surah, or go and learn that surah. Instead of the mom or the father to take it upon themselves to sit the child down and recite the surah, let them understand in verse by verse or ayah by ayah, it's a case of get your tablet. And then they play it. Like, the child just keeps repeating the thing the tablet is saying, but not necessarily that he knows the surah, the name of the surah, not necessarily he knows how many ayat the surah has. It's just, I don't get it. So it is terrible, it is bad. During our time, we do all these things and we survived it. You wake up for Fajr, you do Subi, you get ready for school. You go to school, you make sure you're in school 7:30. But nowadays, these kids walk into school majestically and the teacher has no right to say anything. Because his mama would complain, don't touch my son, don't talk to him anyhow, don't look at him anyhow. What are we doing? And then you insult the boy's teacher or the girl's teacher in front of them. How do you expect them to learn anything from that person? My grandma said the moment you start to insult your children's teacher in front of them, that is the end of their education. Because they would never respect that teacher enough to listen. But then now it's something, a child can even come home and tell his mom, can you imagine my stupid teacher? And she concurs, yes, she's stupid. Really? It does not make sense. But then you have no right. Your teacher is your teacher. But now, who cares? She just wants to kill him. Drop your bag, you don't have to even do your assignment today. His own mom is giving him free chance. I saw a lady one time at a salon, her kids were about 4 or 5, and they were saying, Mama, we want nail polish, Mama, we want nail polish. My sister couldn't help but ask. She's like, they can wear nail polish. Do they go to school? She's like, yeah. She's like, but are they allowed to wear nail polish in school? And the mother said, I said they should wear it, so they can't wear it. I'm like, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. But are you doing these children a favor? No. What do you do with your time? You spend it on the phone, you spend it on your laptop, attending this party, attending this social event. Everybody now has an NGO. And then we raise terrorists. We raise murderers. We raise thieves. We raise, because you don't pay attention to what your children are doing. Because it's easier for them to just go, do, and that's it. It is not nice. When I see kids and they behave so rude, one time one boy at the shop was trying to push through a woman because he wants to get something from the shelf. What happened to excuse me? Oh wait, he wasn't taught how to say that. A lady was buying sweets, bringing it to these kids, and they don't say thank you. And when asked, why don't you say thank you? Like, she works for us. Shouldn't she be buying us stuff? Like, it's not nice. So as parents, we need to do more. We need to go back to the old ways. Nobody's asking you to beat up your child. Nobody's asking you to kill your child. There are ways you can train a child, and I tell you, it does not involve beating. Our grandma will look at you. You know what the look means. It's either get out of there, do this, or do that. You just know what the look means. But nowadays, you'll be looking at the child, and you'll be asking your mommy, is something in your eyes? Mommy, what's wrong with you? And it's okay. It's Nickelodeon. Really? Really? Like, really? So we need to do more because parents have failed. Yes, you failed. Religiously, you failed. Education, like Western education wise, you failed. Raising up a child, you failed. Because you're always busy. Your child is being molested. You're busy. You didn't even notice that a 3-year-old was raped. 3-year-old, for God's sakes. Like, hello. You're busy. Mommy, can you help me with my assignment? I'm busy. Mommy, I need to learn this surah. I'm busy. Daddy, can you? I'm busy. Daddy, I'm busy. Like, come on. Really? We need to do more because this generation, I really feel bad for them. I do. You find a 10-year-old and someone is telling you, wait, this year's a para as in. Really? Really? Or somebody is telling you, no, say okay 10 zai para sallah. That's how it works? Okay. It's bad. There's nothing cute in a disrespectful kid. There's nothing cute in a child that just does whatever, whenever, however. There's nothing cute about it if you think it's cute. Oh, my child can't speak. What is he saying? Because clearly he's saying things he shouldn't be. Oh, wait, Nickelodeon, right? Come on, let's be real. So please, mommies, daddies, we need to do more. There are those of us that can multitask. There are those of us that can't. So know where your strength lies and deal with it. And don't forget what is important while trying to attain the life. Your children are important. They would either thank you or punish you for the way you raised them in future. That's how it is. Your children will either forever say, Mommy was good. I'll appreciate, like I would always say about my grandma, I appreciated the time we spent. Okay, I appreciated her time on earth. I appreciated everything she's done for me. Can you say the same about your parent? What would you say your mom taught you? What would you say your dad taught you? Nothing. So mommies, daddies, please, let's do more, okay? So till next time, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share.